The average price of a Big Mac in the Philippines is $2.75.
This is one of the cheapest countries to travel to. How cheap, you wonder?
A shirt like this, 90 cents. A Mickey Mouse dress, 90 cents. A pair of shorts, 90 cents. A mini backpack, $2.75. And a fake Nike bag, $4. This is dinner, and the price is $4. And that includes a local iced tea. And fake Nike shoes, $10. But hold up, is it cheap for those of us visiting here with strong currencies? Or is it actually cheap for those living here too?
It's not that cheap. It's very pricey, especially for someone, an average Filipino.
Most of us are earning bare minimum.
See, an average Filipino worker might make $10.50 per day. That's about $1.30 per hour. And consider a dinner out at a popular fast food restaurant will cost you around $4. So that's almost a half a day's salary just to eat out. And remember, this is fast food, not some sit-down restaurant.
Even if you would want to just, normal things, it would be very, very pricey from the amount of what we're getting paid for.
There are 114 million people living in the Philippines, and the cost of living in the Philippines is a major concern for tens of millions living here, with about 1 in 4 living below the poverty line.
And it doesn't help that the Philippines is now dealing with inflation that is at a 14-year high.
Okay, many countries are dealing with inflation, but while that might cut out some extra expenses like eating out for many Americans, what would that mean for the average Filipino?
Very, very, very expensive. If you look at it in this way, the stuff that has increased are the necessities that we have to make money here. Gas has increased. People who travel to work have to sacrifice that. People who do services and transport and all that stuff have to sacrifice that. Eggs, oh my gosh, eggs have increased.
Let's assess the purchasing power of someone in the Philippines, and let's use McDonald's as an example.
The average price of a Big Mac in the Philippines is $2.75. Compare that to the United States, where it's about $5.15.
Okay, so in the Philippines, it costs about 50% for a Big Mac than the price in the US. But again, imagine the average wages are only 10% what they are in the United States. So you can quickly see how something as simple as a burger at McDonald's becomes not an easy, quick, cheap meal, but maybe something more of a special occasional treat. What you just heard is called the Big Mac Index. It's basically a measure that economists can understand purchasing power parity.
So that means you can look at someone's purchasing power only relative to their currency.
And according to the Good Governance Organization of the Philippines, their currency's purchasing power is at its weakest in 4 years. And this is being caused by food getting more expensive and Russia's invasion of Ukraine impacting global oil supplies.
So that means what used to cost you 100 pesos in 2018 now costs you 113 pesos.
Have you noticed as well in other countries, the price of eggs have increased? If you look around the Philippines, people make a living out of egg. So inflation did have a toll on us, and a big toll.
Housing in a big city like Manila can easily exceed what someone can afford. A decent one-bedroom apartment here can cost anywhere from $200 to $500 per month. And this can increase even more if the individual wants to live in a prime location or in a high-end residential area. Food and grocery expenses in the Philippines can also add up quickly. A meal at a mid-range restaurant can cost between $6 to $10. Groceries for a week can cost anywhere from $40 to $100. Transportation expenses in the Philippines are also significant, especially for those living in cities. Public transportation like buses can easily add up and amount to days of one person's monthly salary. So taxis and ride-hailing here are a privilege for those who can afford it. Sarah tells me that now her and everyone she knows her age is studying with the intention to move abroad where wages are higher, and she intends to live a better life.
Currency-wise, and you convert it, you would say that Philippines is super, super cheap. Especially like living in another country and comparing the price point, you would be like, where has this been all my life? Because it's so, so cheap.
And have wages adapted? Have wages gotten higher?
Just by a little bit though. Just by like 20, 30 pesos to be honest. And that is not even that big. If you convert how much a minimum wage of a normal Filipino worker makes, and if it's like a normal good job as well, it doesn't sustain and help with the inflation as well.
And because of such a big wage gap, as many as 1 in 10 Filipinos will move abroad, take up a new job where the wages are higher, live there, and then still have money to send back to their families in the Philippines. But I'm making a whole other video about why Filipinos move abroad with lots of interviews, so make sure you subscribe and follow my channel so you don't miss that.
The Philippines recorded its biggest economic growth in 40 years, which is great, but this could largely be because of lockdown for several years, and now household spending shrank for 9 months in a row. And citing high inflation and tighter monetary policy, one firm is saying, "We expect a difficult year ahead for the Philippines."